lovely wishes. It's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches, where we're back to looking at quilts, and I'm so glad. It was really fun looking at pets, and if you still want to send in pet pictures, please do. I loved both. They're equally fun to me. I'd love to see people's pets, and the quilts are, I mean, the talent out there is just undeniable. It's amazing. So, how are you? Are you okay? Are you I'm my knees up and bumping against the handle for the thing down here, and it's a dog butt. You've seen them before. It's digging into my knee. But that was better. Okay, so Tuesday. Today we are gonna breathe. I know I could use it, so hopefully you can too. And then I'm just gonna do I always say it's gonna be short, but then it probably ends up being me just blah blah blah. About fat quarters. I've been showing a lot of fat quarter collections lately, and then I get comments and emails from people who are like, what do you do with fat quarters? How do you, like, you get a bunch of them and then what happens? So I'm just going to show you what I do, how I look for patterns, and how I make choices. I think that there are literally endless things that you can do with a fat quarter. It's you can keep it as a fat quarter, you can cut it up into smaller pieces, you can sew several of them together to make it bigger. I'm a fan. And it's a good way if you like a collection, which I tend to like a collection, to get like a lot of pieces of the collection at one time. So we're going to do that. But first, we're going to breathe. So I've been thinking about my intention for this week, and I read somebody posted on the Facebook group about blankets for the NICU, and boy, we came so close with River to having her have to be in the NICU, and it was really just miraculous that she didn't have to be in the NICU. She was born at 5 pounds 4 ounces. She dropped a pound like almost right away, which 4 pounds of she's oh my gosh, she was so little. And so when they, she was doing great, so they said go ahead and take her home, but they had to keep going to the doctor like every other day for her. She got a little jaundice, and but she's gaining weight like crazy now, and it really brought home to me how easy it would have been for her to have to spend time in the NICU, and for Kaisa that would have been so hard. And for all of us, there's another level of worry, that goes into that. So my intention for today is going to be for all those moms and grandmas and babies that are having to spend time in the NICU, and the amazing nurses that take care of them. So that's what I'm going to do. You do you. If that's fast forwarding through all this, it's okay. No hard feelings. So we're just going to do 10 breaths, 10 good breaths. We're going to start with the first breath we always take, a cleansing breath, and then we're going to move on to 10 breaths. So deep cleansing breath. And at your own pace, we're going to breathe 10 breaths. Inhale and exhale. last breath. When you're ready, open your eyes. Deep cleansing breath. Thank you, friends. Thank you. So let's go to the other camera, and I'm going to show you some patterns and books, and we're going to talk about fat quarters. Okay, so some just really basic ways to find projects that are either created for fat quarters or just you can use your fat quarters to do. I'm going to start off with one I'm going to add a little video to. The Sewer's Club Stash Builder Box. I chose 15, so I get 15 fat quarters every month. And for several months, I just kept storing them up. And I decided to give myself a project, a challenge. If I could take all those fat quarters that are from all over the place and make a quilt out of them. So this is that quilt. I had a pattern. I don't remember what the pattern was. There's a video somewhere that talks about it, but there it is. I just used fat quarters randomly. Another pattern company that does a lot of patterns that are very fat quarter friendly are the Villa Rosa patterns. I believe they're usually like $2 maybe a pattern, but just as an example of a few that I have that are fat quarter friendly, I love this one. Although I'd probably put black because, you know, my black heart. This one, it is my intention to use cherry wood. These don't end up being huge. This one is 50. Stop shaking, Holly. This one is 53 by 68, which is plenty big. I just got a fat quarter bundle of blacks and whites, and that's my intention for this one. But my next up will be Lazy Goose. I love how big everything is. I love the simplicity of it, but yet it's really interesting. And this is the color I chose for the background. And then these are Cloud 9. I don't know if it was a bundle or if it's just some that I picked up along the way. I'm crazy for Cloud 9. It's organic. So it is a little bit more expensive, but and I love how the prints are kind of woodsy, but I'm crazy. I love Cloud 9. So that's going to be my next, and it takes 10 fat quarters and 2.5 yards of background. So we basically cut everything into 16 7/8 squares. I hate that. I hate that 7/8 thing. And then you make them all into half square triangles and create this thing. Now getting all these points to be, well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, it looks simple, but when you get right down to it. So I highly recommend Villa Rosa. I've done several of their patterns, and I've not had one time where something was not written correctly or something, you know, something that happens. There are, of course, a zillion books to be found. This one I pulled because you can easily cut a fat quarter down to a 10-inch. So don't let the size, you can always cut them down to whatever you need to cut them down to. Also, I think a lot of us tend to think of fat quarters as only pieces of a very small, you know, like make a small something, make a bag, make a whatever. But, and there are so many cute things that you can do with fat quarters to get cute. I love these. Of course, it's a basket. Who wouldn't, you know? Oh, you know what? I might have a use for that right now. Okay, sidetracked. Squirrel. But, you know, and all of these things are using fat quarters. So, this cute little girl skirt from a little girl when she gets big enough. And you can always tell when I can't find something to mark. I have paper towels. Mini quilts. Mini quilts frequently take out, because look at how with this one, there's so many different patterns in there. But if you've got a huge stash of fat quarters, or you don't have a lot of scraps and you've got fat quarters, you cut them on up. I love a mini quilt. It's because I have a really short attention span, and mini quilts just, plus if you're going to quilt it yourself on your domestic machine, a mini quilt makes that life way easier. Which one? This one. Oh, this is another accessory, but this one also has some kind of cute things in it. Hit up your library. I really like these tassels. Hit up your library for what they've got. Good stuff. So I'm going to switch the camera angle and we're going to look at the computer and see what we can find for free online. Okay, we're going to start with the all-powerful Google and just type in free fat quarter patterns. So we've got the big hitters of Fat Quarter Shop, more Fat Quarter Shop, All People Quilt. There's always something good on All People Quilt. Reddit, we probably want to avoid Reddit. So can she. She's got some really, really excellent patterns. There are, of course, on YouTube free tutorials and patterns. Pinterest, yeah, if you want to spend many an hour, Pinterest is your place to go. Let's just, for the heck of it, let's just see what Pinterest has got. So get a load of all these. Now, some of these might not be free. Yep, this one's free. Fat quarters, super cute, super easy. Just takes a little, I've got a lot of the librarian in me, so doing research is like fun for me. So going through all these and seeing what they are and is, in my mind, a good time. So another place that you can always look for free patterns, some of them are fat quarter friendly, maybe some are not, but is any kind of like Moda. Designers, about us, resources. All the way down here, free patterns. All these are free. Oh, look, there's Chelsea Garden. And that's really cute. And it looks to me to be very fat quarter friendly. Let's see. Yep, fat quarters. So just a suggestion of ways that you can go. Ooh, what's that? That looks like me. And then it's saying over here on the side that you need a fat quarter bundle, that you need some blocking and binding, some little extras. But it's going to be the same Free Spirit, Ruby Star. Everybody's got, or maybe Ruby Star's a Moda company. Anyway, this is how I search for free patterns that are fat quarter friendly. Is I just go to any art gallery, just all kinds of really good online options. So I think that's about all I can give you at the moment. I will keep you up to date on the quilt that I am going to work on, the Lazy Goose. And, you know, don't be afraid of your fat quarters. I mean, don't feel like either you can't cut them up or whatever. They are your friend. So, whoops. I'll see you at the other camera. So fat quarters are our friends. If you are looking for some fat quarters, I would suggest that you check out Green Fairy Quilts. She frequently has sales on pre-cuts, and very frequently large bundles of fat quarters. I've gotten I've gotten a few from her. So, and they're awesome, and their shipping is really quickly, and so that's that. I do want to just mention that yesterday we had a giveaway of the So Yeah box, and I have decided, in fact I already did it, that because of the whole kerfluffle of, I thought I was getting an entire bolt of, well, 15 yards. Is that a whole bolt? I'm not sure. A bolt of black, and I ended up getting navy blue, and I'm kind of not really, black would have been better, but navy blue's good. Anyway, I included in the box, along with the So Yeah stuff, 3.5 yards of navy blue to do the background of the pattern that they suggested. So I hope that helps somebody to maybe be able to make that quilt that didn't have that many. That was a lot. That's a lot of yardage to put on, you know. But anyway, and the quilt was beautiful, and I think that that navy is gonna be okay. So should you still want to get in on that giveaway, you need to put the word So Yeah in yesterday's video, the video that's about me opening the So Yeah box. Don't put it in this video because we won't check it here. But if you haven't signed up for that giveaway and you're still interested, yesterday's video, not today's, yes, yesterday's. So I hope you are all well. I hope that you are all well aware that you are exactly who you ought to be. There is a space in the world that's being filled by you that could not be filled by anyone else. And you are loved and appreciated. And we don't get told, especially as women, we do not get told frequently enough that we're amazing, and you are amazing. So be well, be safe, and here it is, your moment of Zen.
Bring it. Bring it. Come on, you good girl. Bring the glove. Good girl. Good girl. Here.